Ash your Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Glad to have you all here with me today, talking some raid. Yesterday we did some Wukong. Today we're doing Loki.
All of you?
By doing, I mean we're talking about him, talking about him a little bit more here. How y'all doing? I'm happy. I've been really enjoying. You know, the game has been frustrating. I'm not gonna lie to you guys lately, but I've been just finding my way to enjoy it. Right? It's a microcosm for life, right? Sometimes you just gotta. I mean, you either quit the game, in this case, right? Not life, but quit the game, or you kind of roll with the punches and try to do what you enjoy doing. And what I enjoy doing is getting the most out of these champions, getting the most out of the champions that I have on my account, and sometimes looking into lesser known champions, or in today's case, a champion that I feel like people, what do you grade Loki out as? Like on a 1 to 10? I feel like the consensus is probably like a 6 or so, you know? But I actually think he's a lot better than that. I love Loki in the arena. I love him in the arena, right? Really fun champion for the majority of accounts out there. He's not an end game arena champion, top 20 live arena, top 500 for that matter, live arena, or in like ending top platinum finishes. But for the average player out there just trying to build a solid team to get your dailies done, to farm up your great haul, he's a really good arena champion, but he's also exceptionally good in Hydra, and he can actually deal out a lot of damage in addition, or a lot of damage for a support controlly, not a support, but a control champion, right? As a secondary or third damage dealer in your team, I'm gonna give you guys my favorite build, my favorite 2 builds for Loki in today's video. We're gonna revisit some Loki. So let's start out with the Hydra build, but then I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna switch things up and we're gonna go into the arena first and then end the video with Hydra, because I know I'm gonna take an hour out of my life to record that Hydra run for you guys. So let's go to Loki, and I wanna go to, I have him in the Hydra build. Man, this is a nasty little build for Loki, right? First of all, he has an AoE on his A1 ability, right? Attacks, I'm not gonna go over his entire kit. Odds are you guys know what he does. He's a free champion that you probably had for a couple months now, right? AoE on the A1. 50% chance of increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. If he's under a Veil or Perfect Veil, the chance increases to 70%. So I'm not going to have him with another Veil or Perfect Veil champion on the team, right? You could have him with a Duchess or a Rector Draft or a Feral the Barkhorn, and he's going to be even better. But I just got to stop for 1 quick second and reiterate how good this A1 is. Increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. 50% chance on an AoE. Back in the day, we used to think Vizier Ovelis was the best thing in the history of the world, right? And you OGs out there, you can back me up. Vizier. Wait, is he in my vault? Where are you, Vizier? And it was with a Z. Viz?
Wrong number.
Viz. There he is. He's in my vault. Attack 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs for 1 turn. Now, obviously, Vizier against like Demon School, old school Demon Lore clan boss. There we go, Ash. You can learn how to talk one of these days. YouTube, a bad profession. See, if you don't know how to speak. It's tough for yours truly, but you know, it's an uphill battle, and I'm chugging along, guys. The little engine that could. 3-time hitter, 50% chance to extend the duration of all debuffs on the target. That's like really, really solid, right? And it is a triple hitter. Each hit has a chance of doing that. But Loki's got a 70% under the Veil or Perfect Veil, or a 50% booked without it on all enemies. That is an amazing ability for Hydra, right? So I love the A1. I love that it's an AoE. It's great. It's great. His A2, select a target. If the target's an enemy, block active skills, block buffs, and then a debuff spread. So obviously you can be your block buffs champion, but similar to like a Tuana Rock who has a block buffs and a decreased attack and a debuff spread. You just got to be careful. If there's 4 debuffs on the Hydra head that you're selecting, he could spread any debuffs, right? And block buffs is a debuff that you want to be on all the Hydra heads, right? Stop those poison clouds. So you're better off, especially if you're going to be manual, if you're a sicko like me who goes manual sometimes, right? You want to make sure you're targeting a head with no debuffs, ideally. That way you're ensured to spread the block buffs that way, right? But either way, he has that ability. Now, the other cool thing is he can target himself or an ally, heal by 50%, and place a Perfect Veil on them for 2 turns. Perfect Veil on him will up those chances, as we just discussed on the A1, right? So a lot of potential in Hydra. His A3, we'll talk about that when we get into the arena, but his A3 for Hydra. I keep it on or I shut it off. There's only two options, Ash. Sometimes I'll shut off the A3. In today's battle, I will not use the A3. Why would you shut it off, and why would you not shut it off in Hydra? Well, personally, if you're not going to be stealing any buffs in most cases, right? Sometimes maybe you can, right? But most cases you're not going to be stealing buffs. You could obviously just go in and steal the reflect damage when you need it, right? But on most teams, ideally, there's not going to be buffs on the Hydra heads, right? If you don't have a team with block buffs and or whatever, you're going to deal with mischief or whatnot, then yeah, you can definitely use the Bandit Flash ability. But ideally, there's no buffs on the Hydra heads. You have block buffs on there, and you're extending the duration of the block buffs with the A1 ability, right? If you already have an increased attack champion on your team, you're going to be good, right? I mean, you're missing out on a little turn meter fill, but, you know, for me, I'd rather have the block buffs up there, the debuff spread, and just hammer away at the A1s, especially if we have them like today in a curse set. 50% chance of placing a Hex for 2 turns. That's going to happen every time on the AoE on the A1 ability. So now we're extending debuffs and placing one of the most essential, important debuffs in the Hex debuff. I put him in a Perception. I put him in 1 Slayer to get that crit cap at 101, right? So total stats here are going to be this. This is going to be the Hydra build. I'm showing you the both builds right now. I'm going to switch them to the arena in just a second, right? Now, 4,649 on the attack. What the heck are you doing, Ash? How do you get that much attack on a 980? First off, let's pull up hellhades.com, the best website in the biz. Really quickly, I want to look at his multiplier on the A1. It's a 3.6 multiplier on the A1. That's actually a really good multiplier, believe it or not. Has a weak overall damage grading on the website. Why? Because his attack is so bloody low at 980. Although 980 is only 20 away from 1,000, and that's not bad. I kid, but it's not ideal 980. But what we can do is we can put flat stat attack on the ring and flat stat attack on the banner. Now we still want accuracy, on Loki to take advantage of that A1 namely, but if you're able to put perception sets or just get your accuracy, be cognizant of accuracy substats, you can get like good flat stat out of the attack. Ideally, the ascension stats will also be attack, right? And hey, who knows? We can get some attack percentage and it's still going to add up. It's not going to scale that well off of 980, but it's not bad, right? So I'll still go crit damage on the amulet. I went crit damage on the gauntlets, and I went attack percentage with some attack flat stat percentage would do better still on the ascension stat, but I'm not going to re-roll it. And then we have speed on the boots, okay? So that's going to be the build that you're going to see at the end of this video for Hydra. I'll have timestamps for you guys if you don't care about the arena. So guys, on Blessing, you may have seen, I just had him on Temporal Chains. Temporal Chains is great for the arena, but for Hydra, we absolutely want this dude in Cruelty with the AoE on the A1, even if he's not built with a bunch of attack to be a damage dealer or nuker in Hydra. You know, Cruelty is going to help you out. Decrease defense on the AoE on that A1 against all those Hydra heads. So for me, Cruelty is going to be the way to go. Let me switch to the arena build real quick. All right, guys, so now we have the arena build on Loki. So gear is obviously pretty good on Loki. This is an end game Loki. However, the principles remain the same. We want a sky high accuracy and as fast as humanly possible. Ideally, because his base speed isn't that high, we'd really like to have a speed booster go ahead of him. But for lower areas in the arena, you can get by just by having Loki be the fastest dude on your team. I didn't even mention that he has that accuracy aura, which is incredibly valuable either in the arena or in areas like Hydra. That's 60 in all battles. Super, super good, right? So we changed to accuracy on the banner. We have speed with speed on the boots. We have a feral. Look at this feral piece that I rolled. This is yesterday I rolled this piece. Gosh, this might be one of the best pieces on my entire account.
Good for you, man. Good for you. Good for you.
Let's just go. I think I have the oil. Let's just go all the way, baby. I think this is the 3rd quad speed roll on my account. My account is 5 years old. Do you guys have any? Let me know. So yeah, definitely this could be the best piece on my damn account. It is niche, but on like a warlord or whoever, right? Really freaking good. We get the 1-piece feral bonus of 40 freaking accuracy. That's insane. We're getting like 160 accuracy off this damn thing, 70 accuracy almost. That's insane. Anyway, I digress. We have crit rate with crit damage on the gauntlets, but mainly we just wanted anything speed. Survivability is totally fine there too, but you know, the damage is nice. It's okay to have, right? So the total stats here are going to be 332 speed. We'll have an Arbiter going first to speed boost into him. Crit capping is not imperative to me. Again, it was kind of happenstance that we had the crit rate gauntlets instead of survivability. It's fine. 853 on the accuracy. All right, guys, let's throw them into the... Oh, I should show you really quickly the masteries too, right? Really quick, masteries on Loki are going to be this. We went down, picked up Eagle Eye for an extra 50 accuracy, went down Defense Tree as well, came down Retribution and Cycle of Revenge, as well as Cycle of Magic. We do have Lore of Steel on him. We're benefiting it from a little bit. We do have Perception, and Feral, as I already pointed out to you guys. Speed, again, is, it just happened to be this best speed. Gauntlets I had, speed set, it doesn't matter because we don't have them in double speed. All right, guys, let's go into it here. So I have a... We actually ended with this team in yesterday's video on Sun Wukong, but I wanted to start with it again because, golly, I freaking love this team. I hope you guys did too in the comments because I have not read them yet because the video is not live at the time of this recording. As I mentioned, we have Arbiter going first. She's going to speed boost. So the weird thing about Arbiter and Loki is they go together fine, obviously. Having a Reviver, having a speed booster is going to be great. However, he does bring increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. We already talked about that in Hydra. It's really cool that he has that in his kit if you need it, especially in other areas of the game, not just the arena in Hydra Clan Boss. However, you know, we don't necessarily need it here since we're setting up with an Arbiter. We can steal Stone Skin here. However, it's a dangerous move because there's still a 50% chance of blocking it. So instead, we're going to steal the highest turn meter on the enemy team. I'm scared as all get out from... Georgia there, but I'm gonna steal turn meter and hopefully I can get back to... Okay, we're good. All right, you know what? Yeah, let's just get rid of their revivers here, or their reviver. One of them, excuse me. Can't get rid of Duchess, but we can get rid... Now this is perfect. We can go in, Spirit on... I mean, I guess we can just go. Yeah, let's just go Duchess. Now she can't revive. Loki is such a good lockout. And obviously we can get back to his turn so quickly because we're stealing turn meter. Now keep in mind, this is why I love Loki so freaking much inside the arena, man. Like a team like this, forget about it. We're all out control, man. Every single one of my champions except for Arbiter is going to be doing something very annoying to the opponent, right? I mean, and by the way, the fact that you can extend block active skills is just bonkers. It's incredibly good. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's talk about why I love him. We didn't really talk about why I love him so much in the arena, but I have covered arena. Oh yeah, another Loki team. Let's go Loki on Loki right now, right? Let's give the people what they've came to see, some Loki on Loki action.
No one said that.
All right, the reason I love him so much is he starts out with Veil. There's a lot of things to love about Loki, really. Like I really like this guy, man. Can you tell? Can you tell? Misstep his pat. Let's talk about his passive for a second. Perfect Veil in this champion at the start of each round. So that's 2 turns in the arena with Perfect Veil. That makes his A3 unresistible. These effects cannot be resisted to the champions under a Veil or Perfect Veil. That means he can steal all their buffs and their entire turn meter. That's amazing. Can't be resisted, but it gets better. Perfect Veil in this champion for 1 turn whenever his HP drops below 50%. Fantastic. 15% chance to evade an enemy skill in all its effects. That can evade in Armand's, for example, right? You can evade the stun, you can evade the sheep. If this champion is under a Veil or Perfect Veil, that goes to 30% chance on AoE, stuns, whatever, right? Active effect. This is on the 4-turn cooldown. If this champion's HP is below 50% when targeted by an enemy skill, 100% chance to evade that skill in all of its effect. This guaranteed evade then goes on a 4-turn cooldown. So he has that kind of break in case of an emergency, right? If he's already below 50% HP, and he can evade an entire attack, right? That's really good. It's really cool. He's the first evade champion ever to be added to the game. And it's like, it's not the highlight of his kit, but boy, is it a great addition to his kit. So we go first. We speed boosted into Loki again. Let's go. Arbiter's obviously going to be the fastest on their team, so we're going to steal her entire turn meter. And look at that. It's almost our turn again. So we stun them all with Armands. I mean, the team that I have right now, I'm going to take Armands out of it in a second. Talk about an annoying team. It might be the most annoying team ever, right? Because then we have block active skills. We have obviously the debuff spread. It's just like, it's so relentless. It's like the worst thing. You never want to go against a team like this. Why am I even showing a team like this on the YouTube channel, right? I don't want people to use teams like this. It's too much annoying control all over the place, but it's also fun when you're the one using it, right? Now, this is an interesting team. I lied. I'm going to keep one more go round with this squad. Maybe I'll do one quick switch up and then we got to go to Hydra because I really want to talk a lot about Hydra with Loki. But I just got to remind you guys how good this freaking dude is inside other areas of the game. So this is an interesting one. You know what? Let's just chance it. Normally, I'd probably steal from Tars or something like that. I am assuming I get resisted even with 800 accuracy on these two. But let's see if we can steal Armand's Stone Skin. Nope. Like I said, it's not always going to work out. So now we're in a little bit of trouble. Let's at least... Now, let's sheep Armand's. That's how strong Armand's is. I'd rather just sheep him and deal with Taurus, right? They do have a reviver. Let's just see if we can steal... No. I wanted to do a quick resistance check on my man here, Pythion, and it wasn't very pretty. He resisted Sun Wu as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. So now we're really in a world of hurt. We have block debuffs everywhere, and guess who's not very useful with block debuffs? He's already under the veil. I can't target himself. I'm not gonna, or not target him, obviously. I'll go in with the A1, then Taurus will wipe me. But you know what? Damn it. I want to redo. Do I have Sun Wukong naked right now? Do I have Sun Wukong naked? What are you doing? Get out of here. What is... Who stole his shield? I am so broke right now, guys. Normally I would cut this. Anybody ever... I can't be the only one. At least I sure hope I'm not. But have you ever gotten so silver broke that you start getting to your artifacts and your accessories and you start like selling things you probably just shouldn't? You're just like, well, damn it. I want to do this and I'm not paying gems for no damn silver in this game.
What have you become?
Yeah, anyway, as you can see, I'm in that boat right now. Let's throw... Oh God, let's just throw something on him. People are getting antsy. Come on, Ash. People are getting antsy. All right, what did I do here? What did I take out? Get back in there. Loki. All right, we want some revenge here. We want some revenge. All right, that actually makes a big difference. And if you want to know why that shield not being there on Sun Wukong makes a big difference, check out yesterday's video. All right, now we're not going to be stupid and go after Armand's. We're actually going to go after Taurus this time. Steal his turn meter instead. Okay, gonna come in here and we could evade Armand's, but I still think the right move is turning him into a sheep. And then we can, we got resisted last time. Let's just try to kill somebody. Screw it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We unsheeped Armand's, which is fine. I don't care if they kill Sun Wu. Their revive is now gone on cooldown. That's great. Go in there, get a couple resists. We expected that. Let's go in there, and we don't want to go after Armand's because he's magic affinity, so we'll go after Taurus, put that block active, put that block buffs, and spread it on over to Armand's. That way we don't have to deal with him, right? Now we can come in, and now they're in control. The control zone. They can't do anything. They have one of the best weapons against a team like this in Pythion, obviously. I'm just going to turn meter boost here. They have one of the best weapons, and of course he dies right on cue. They have one of the best weapons, as I was saying. Sorry, had a little glitch in the matrix there. One of the best weapons in Pythion high resist, right? Against a team like this, an all-out control team. But, oh yeah, we're good. We're back into control. But we got it. We've got it won. That last move, I was a little bit worried with Taurus, but he takes one turn, as we just saw. It's not looking good for us. Now we just need Sun Wu to finish off Pythion, the big fella here. All right, so it's up to Sun Wukong to try to nuke down Pythion. Boom! Oh, easy. All day, every day. I promise a quick team change. So let me give that to you real quick. Let me give that to you. Let's go, I don't know, random team. What was the other team I had with? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go a little Hansel and Gretel action. Let's get Loki on there. And, oh, look at this team. Loki, Hansel, and Gretel. Yeah, I talked about this on the previous video as well. Sorry for repeating myself. Those of you who actually watch every video here, I feel bad for you guys who do. But those of you who do watch every video, you'll know that I was just talking about, I haven't done a video on Hansel and Gretel at all, because I think that independently, each of them are like, well, at least Gretel, I feel like she was a little underwhelming to me. I'm not going to lie, you know? I feel like they're very good together, but then I was going to record a video on it, and I thought to myself, maybe like less than 1% of my audience has both of those champions, Hansel and Gretel. So why the hell am I going to make a video that applies to 1% of the audience? Am I wrong? Am I thinking there?
That is so thoughtful.
Anyway, but you get a little taste of it right here. They're very good together. Very, very good together. Independently, though, it's kind of like, I don't know, what, Jetney the Giant and Alsgore or something. Like, they're a lot better. Like a Kaja and Timit, but I don't know. It's hard to compare directly. But anyway, let's go in there and steal. Again, we can go in there, steal the shield, sure, from Arbiter and her entire turn meter. So we're going to go next. We can lock anybody out if you want to. Hansel's going to go in, deal some nice. He's just going to end it right there. We didn't even get the back-to-back turn. Screw it. I'll do one more. This is insane though, huh? This is insane. The Hansel and Gretel, she activates instantly her A3 when he dies, and he does the same thing when she dies. So really cool tandem. Let's just do one more team here, guys. I'm out of gems. Let's go to Hydra Clan Boss. What do you say? All right, guys, so we're here for Hydra Clan Boss. So we're on hard difficulty, but we have this really cool team. I love all these champions. Let's quickly talk about the roles. We have damage from Inquisitor Shamil. He's also going to be cleansing the True Fears from the Head of Torment. We have Estrid on the team. She's going to be bringing the Weaken, the increased speed. She also has an increased attack. That's why we can shut off the A3 on Loki on this battle. We have Ugo, who's going to have the block buffs and the decreased defense to go along with the Weaken from Estrid. We have Ninja to be our main DPS carry, one of the top 5 Hydra Clan Boss damage dealers inside the game after the changes. And then we have Molly Tankard. Molly's the only like really unaccessible champion here out of these. Actually, she's in the token trader, but who uses that, right? Either way, Molly's a great provoker and a reviver. So she's real. I really love Molly Tankard. And then we have Loki in the lead, taking advantage of that accuracy aura. This is a full auto team, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to let it go the proverbial distance, assuming we can get there. So we go in with Loki leading the way. Oh, I didn't even put him in his curse set. I'm such a dum-dum. Let me put him in his curse set. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. All right, here we go. This is a lot better now. So you can see, well, you'll see in a second, we're already going to be applying the hexes off as soon as he goes in his next move with his A1, right? So we switched over the curse set. It's going to be great curse damage. And you're going to see these debuffs get extended with that A1 as well. Man, that's a lot of value. All the debuff duration increase. You guys see that? You saw a little taste of the damage that he can sustain throughout the duration of the battle. He's not with an ally attacker, but with an ally attacker, he'll be a lot stronger, right? Going with a Lady Mikage, if you're lucky enough to have her. A Lana Therol, a Fat Man, right? Catacomb Counselor, whoever you have for an ooh, is this team gonna stay alive? Look at that health. Those ally attackers are going to be great. He's going to get more damage out of everybody because of the hexes off of that A1 ability. With the ally attacker, he'll be hammering away, extending those debuff durations, dealing the damage, landing the hexes, a lot of utility off of one move on one champion. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about this team. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully they can stay alive. And you know what I think I also just freaking noticed? I am the worst YouTuber in the history of raid YouTubers. Not that you needed to be told that, but at least I'm going to point it out to you guys. I apologize. Yeah, look at, did you guys notice anything about that A1? You really want War Master on Loki as well. We still have, I didn't change Masteries. I'm going gem broke on the account, guys. I apologize. Do as I say, not as I do. We want to change those masteries to War Master as well. Let me go ahead and pull it up on hellhades.com, and you guys can go ahead and copy. All right. I would go with this. For masteries for Hydra Clan Boss. They say it's the early game as well, but I guess late game. So late game, they just say Eagle Eye for Masteries, but for Hydra specifically, I would go with this particular setup. So I'm trying to get it all on the screen for you guys. I'll link it too. Just give the website some love, right? It's the best website in the biz. You guys know the Hell Hades crew, right? But yeah, essentially, I would go with this. Man, like my computer's like glitching out right now. There we go. There we go. So yeah, to me, this makes the most sense for Hydra Clan Boss. There we go. You can see them all right here. But yeah, definitely want to go with War Master. You know, that's a lot of damage that we're leaving off the table that we can kind of like in our heads add on to that AoE right on that A1 every time he hits somebody. So again, this is kind of a rocky start, but let's see how we do in time. For you, it will only be a matter of seconds. For me, it'll be about an hour, but let's see how this team performs over the duration of the long haul if they can sustain. Let's see the damage. Let's see how this team works out. All right, guys, so here we are at the end or very close to the end of this battle. And I gotta say, this little team is the little engine that could, baby. This team's doing really, really good. I'm proud of this squad here. Now, as I told you guys at the beginning of this battle, I love all of these champions, like especially in terms of damage, especially Ninja. Like, man, this guy's on next level. I'm sure he's gonna outdamage everybody by a mile. But I'm very curious to see what Loki can do here. He's about to go right now. Let's see if he goes in with his A2 or his A1. And you guys can see a little bit of like the damage that we've been dealing with here. 150, 200K on the head that I don't know, head of Wrath on the right-hand side, right? So, I mean, that's really solid. As I mentioned before, too, you put an ally attacker on the same team, you're going to get more of those AoEs on those A1s. Thus, in this particular build, you're going to get more hexes applied to the heads as well. These are the strategies that we want to employ when we're really close. We're on the cusp of getting that one key on that chest, or just trying to min-max our damage for Hydra Clash. So I'm going to end it here, I think. Things really escalate quickly at the end of these battles. I feel like this team's going to wipe. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's see if this team can make it the full 1,000 turns. No way. I mean, look at how big that devoured belly is, man. These Hydra heads in their bellies now as things go on. But hey, if anybody can rescue our guy Loki, it's Ninja, right? I don't know. We got 2 turns to do it if the team doesn't die in the meantime. Estrid can deal out some serious damage too, so I don't know. This team is like chock full of champions that bring a lot of utility to the table. Ninja actually does get it done there. Rescues our guy Loki. Can we go the distance? Let's see here, guys. 974, 221 million damage, man. That's really insane. That's really good. I mean, granted, difficulty is hard, so keep that in mind. Obviously, want to be very transparent about that. But still, I mean, this team, gosh, I'm pretty confident that we could easily one key any difficulty, right? Maybe Nightmare is just about survivability, right? That's the only thing we might have to sacrifice some damage just for a bit more survivability. There were a couple deaths on this run. I kept it full auto. I never took it off to go manual on. I never had to either, but I will say that I did notice a couple deaths, but that's how we have Molly. That's why we have a reviver on the team. Man, that was a big attack there, but we do pretty good. We stay alive. Even Estrid is clinging on to life over there. Estrid, by the way, is in a 9-piece protection. She could easily be in a curse set as well. Here we go, 994, 995. We're gonna make it, guys. What a squad. What a team. All right, the big unveil. What do we have here? 228 million damage overall. And man, oh man, I'm covering it up right now, but I am so proud of my guy Loki here. He comes through with 43 million damage. Now, be honest with you guys, a lot of that obviously is going to come from those hexes that he's applying vis-a-vis the curse set on that AoE on the A1. But still, you guys saw the damage numbers. The damage numbers are super nice. Moreover, he just brings a lot of utility to the table. Just generally, we already talked about that in today's video. So hopefully you guys, I've given you a little motivation. Take full advantage of your Loki. Everybody has them, at least the time of this recording. These videos don't age too well when it's 3 years in the future. I'm like, everybody has them. And everybody's like, what are you talking talking about, bro. I did that too many times with Ninja in the past. Either way, though, man, Ninja just dealing some serious damage, though. But Inquisitor doing his thing as well. As even Molly, people really underestimate how much damage she can do with just that A1. That's all she has, one hit on that A1. But she can deal some nice damage for a support champion on your team. I think I'm going to free regroup this, even though it's actually really, really solid. But we're going to end the video there, guys. Is there a champion that you have taken advantage of? Maybe getting a little bit of damage out of an otherwise support champion, or just any other champion out there that you've been using that you don't see a lot of players getting full utility out of like you are on your account? Let me know about it in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching till the end of the video. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.